As I said before, during this session, a lot of people are upping the ante. This session has been a lot funner than some of the others. Not that some of them weren't, but the fact that we were getting a variety of different music. I'm finding that fascinating. And today is no different. Crusty Rusty featuring Molly Minaj. No handouts. Crusty Rusty, not familiar with. Molly Minaj, I've heard a track from her. It's going to be interesting to see how she sounds on this one, because I haven't quite figured out her voice and her sound and her music quite yet on the stuff she's been on. On the one track that she's been on, I should say. Don't want to confuse her with the other Molly. Let's do this. Getting the beats. Beeps.
Los Santos, ain't nobody giving out handouts. I got the slaps, you can ask bitch and Lando. Chain never running out of ammo.
Hell yeah. Crusty Rusty is coming in with the raspy voice. And we know what Molly brings to the table. But again, interesting start here. We start out with the beeps. The beat hit pretty hard there. Let's see how they ride it.
Show you how I do things. Yoking in a stolen whipping from the Wu chain. Brand new, but I'm chilling with a suits hang. Rhyme body, you can't see me in the booth, man. Too damn fast, bitch, stay in the slow lane. Old school pimping, I don't need no road game. Me and Hubcap Jones doing cocaine. At the Vinewood Bowl, we ain't bowling. But I'm rolling 10 hutches like pins. One punch crust, leave it spinning like the Rams. Undoing truck.
You know I love it. You know I love it when they start bringing other elements into the track. So I was starting to say, if it's going to stay there, that's what I was thinking. If it stays there, it's going to be just a good old, it's just going to be a pretty good track. But there's another element been added in it. Makes it more interesting.
Shit just to make ends. When I drop my number, baby, lock this in. When I blow up, you won't see that shit again. I don't wanna boast when I go out on a limb. I'ma be the biggest name, main event. Everybody gonna wanna be my friend. And my manager is a lesbian. Santos, ain't nobody giving out handouts. I got the slaps, you can ask bitch and Lando. Wu chain never running out of ammo. Los Santos, ain't nobody giving out handout. I got the slaps, you can ask bitch and Lando. Wu chain never running out of ammo.
Welcome to Los Santos. Ain't nobody giving out handouts. Boss bitch, but I'm feeling like the man now. Mommy Molly got more milk than a damn cow.
So we know Molly now. Again, that last track wasn't something that was out of the ordinary for her. It's kind of the same vibe in her flow here.
Get one tasty like, oh wow. Begging please on his knees when you bow down. Bring master like a circus with these damn clowns. Playboys like toys, it's my playground. But don't get it twisted, Molly, don't play around. If we got an issue, body won't be found. Family gonna miss you after you drown. Like Queen Cersei, the way I wear my crown. So better fear me if you're new in town. Trying to copy my style, you a bootleg clown. You can never be me, best pound for pound. Tom Brady on the mic, this another touchdown. Every line straight gas, yeah.
Los Santos, ain't nobody giving out handouts. I got the slaps, you can ask bitch and Lando. Wu chain never running out of ammo. Los Santos, ain't nobody giving out handouts. I got the slaps, you can ask bitch and Lando. Wu chain never running out of ammo.
So we get kind of a different variation there of that sound there at the end. Kind of wish that was more incorporated into the track. But the track itself, it's pretty good. I think after listening to like Cocaine Cowboy, then you bring in Little Cap, then you bring in that song that Sana and Jackson Creed, or is that his name? Jackson something. Like those tracks, I mean, they were so well done that this one sounds, compared to those, and I always say full disclosure, I'm listening to all those songs during this one session, even though it's a separate video. Compared to those songs, then I hear this one sounds a little bit plainer compared to those. But on an island, when I say an island, meaning by itself, not comparing it to other things, and mean like listening to it without having those outside influences, it is a good track. No one done anything outrageous here. No one done anything bad here. It's good. I'm just having a hard time not comparing it to these top guys, these banger tracks that I just heard. But I'll probably get this in the editing, and then while I'm listening to the edit, it'll sound better to me. Even better to me than it does right now, and that happens sometime. When I'll sit there and I will say something when I'm listening to it for the first reaction. Then it's in editing, and I'm hearing it again while editing, and find out that sometimes I'm not agreeing with what I'm saying myself, because it sounds better the second time around sometimes. But anyway, that'll do it from here. I'm John Hex on the Plus. I am out.
It's another touchdown. I've been lying straight gas.
Los Santos, ain't nobody giving out handouts. I got the slaps, you can ask bitch in Lando. Wu-Chang never running out of ammo. Los Santos, ain't nobody